This was the day. The time had come for our soldier to learn to battle. Soldiers left their homes, their families, to travel to Fort Sumter, the staging area for all the soldiers from this region prior to entering training camps. The soldiers are taken to Fort Sumter thanks to its significance. After all, the most titanic struggle of the United States, the Civil War, began with the shots fired on the fort. While no one was killed in the bombardment, the war that followed claimed over 600,000 American lives. Fort Sumter was built after the War of 1812. Its purpose was to defend the coastline of South Carolina. The Battle of Fort Sumter began on April 12, 1861, when President Lincoln announced plans to resupply the fort. Confederate General Beauregard got wind of these plans and bombarded Fort Sumter. The battle lasted only 34 hours, but within these 34 hours, 3,000 shots were fired, but no men were killed. There were fires and broken down walls, causing the Union forces to surrender the fort to the Confederates. The American Civil War between the Union and the Confederates had now begun. During the Second Battle of Fort Sumter, the Union tried but failed to take the fort from the Confederates. The Confederates held onto the fort until February 1865, when Union General Sherman was poised to capture Charleston. Each year, thousands of visitors flock to Charleston to visit Fort Sumter. They gaze and study at the relics that survived this tumultuous time. Unfortunately, 4 years to the day, Major Anderson, the Union commanding officer, returned to the fort to hoist the American flag once more above the fort. Today, our young soldier fights for the unified America. He fights for our history, our present, and our future.